Let's do this. Don't you just love that feeling when you wake up to pure blue skies? You've got the whole day off work and you decide, it's a great day for the beach. But then you start to notice these long, thin clouds that seem to come out of nowhere. And they stretch out and they cover the whole entire sky with that gray, milky haziness. And then before you know it, it's pouring rain. Forecast didn't mention rain. How does this happen? No beach today. Just how did this perfectly good day get ruined? If I told you that there was less blue sky days on purpose, would you still want to know why? Remember that once you see the truth behind the magician's trick, you can no longer see the illusion. You can only see the truth. And the truth can be disturbing, Neo. Are you ready for this? And what about you? Are you sure you want to see the illusion that has been placed right in front of your very eyes for years now? Since 1998, most of us have somehow not even noticed that planes have actually flown over and laid these long, thin, wispy clouds that are not cirrus clouds, but are in fact chemicals spewed from certain planes on certain days for a variety of reasons and are called chemtrails. We have all seen contrails most of our lives, but these are different. A contrail is exhaust from planes freezing and then quite quickly dissipating and disappearing from behind the plane. Chemtrails do not dissipate. As you can see, they drip and spread and grow to cover huge areas with these cirrus-like clouds. Have you seen these things? Of course you have. Isn't it amazing to think that these clouds are actually being laid by somebody? Do you know who is laying them? Your guess would be as good as anyone's to date, because no military or government body will even acknowledge their presence. They say that they are normal exhaust from planes, but they are lying. There is nothing normal about this. Does that look normal to you? Or this? Or this? Or that? See how they stop and start? If this was normal, then it would be normal on a flight to hear your captain say, "Hey everyone, just to let you know we are going to be conserving some fuel up ahead by turning off the engines. So if it feels like we're gliding or free-falling for a bit, that is in fact because we are. But please remember, this is perfectly normal. We hope you enjoy your flight." Okay, so if you actually went online and did a search for chemtrails, a whole bunch of different theories would pop up, and basically they go something like this. Pharmaceutical companies spraying the common cold into the air. This is really not that hard to believe, since this is one of the biggest businesses in the world, and they rely on us being sick. The Illuminati spraying mind control substances so that we stay down and continue to act like good dogs. The Illuminati trying to reduce the population down to 2 billion by the year 2030. But don't take my word for it, look it up yourself. Weather manipulation. There's not one military in the world that would not be interested in this technology. I mean, look at the way these planes are flying over Iraq here. What kind of poisons are they dropping? Scientists have for a long time now been playing with the idea of controlling the weather, and they keep us completely in the dark about what's going on. Think about it. Right there, in front of our very eyes, in the air we breathe, they're dropping chemicals, and no one knows about it.
No more chemtrails, not today. Make the chemtrails go away. They will not stick. They will not stay. This will be a blue sky day. We're all dead!
There is a myth that the ozone hole is fixed. It is not. And as you see, with this year's record-sized hole, the problem is still very real. And this is where chemtrails come in. Check out just 3 of the patents that I found during my digging, and I think you'll see a pretty obvious truth to the majority of chemtrails. Okay, here's the first one. Patent number, which basically claims a method of reducing atmospheric warming wherein aluminum oxide particles are dispersed by seeding the stratosphere from seeding aircraft and may remain in suspension for up to 1 year. Simply put, drop aluminum oxide into the air to shield us from the sun. Or even more simply put, aluminum clouds narasta. I looked it up in the dictionary, and this is what it said. An extremely hard mineral that occurs in gem varieties such as rubies and sapphires. Let's quickly review the next one. A method of reducing destruction of ozone in the Earth's stratosphere by placing said compound in an aircraft and flying said aircraft to the stratosphere, releasing said compound from said container into said stratosphere. Oh my gosh, enough said. Alright, and thanks to one of the worst companies on the planet, Mobil Oil Corporation, we have another one, which basically states after a whole bunch of blah blah and more blah blah, we come right down to it. A method of reducing chlorofluorocarbons has now been found by dispersing light-activated semiconductors into the stratosphere, which will be activated by ambient light and then react with the halocarbons. As the atmospheric halocarbons accumulate on the surface of the semiconductors, the molecules will become heavier and fall to the Earth's surface. Wow! I mean, really? And what's the chemical? Titanium oxide, a natural occurring mineral that functions as a sunblock and is used in sunscreen products. Oh my God, after all these years I've been wondering aloud, didn't that plane just make that cloud? And now I know the who, the what, the where, and why. Just smearing sunscreen in the air so we all don't die.
What's going on?
So there you have it. Mind control, the flu, owning the weather, or just plain sunscreen. Take your pick. Now you can choose to believe in conspiracy theories or common sense, but of course the military would be interested in using this technology. I mean, look at these soldiers. What kind of planes fly like that? They must be dropping the Gulf War syndrome, don't you think? So the next time you see these things, you can think, this enormously massive undertaking to poison and brainwash me? Or more likely, the simple spraying of these inventions to clean the air we breathe. I still can't help but wonder why all the secrecy. I mean, why can't the news people just simply say, hey, well, they'll be cleaning over Wichita today, so you'd better make the beach another day. I mean, seriously, where's the news coverage? Where's the truth? What's going on? And the bigger question I gotta ask is, why the hell am I the one explaining this? I mean, is it all a scam? Does salt have sugar?
Thank you.